Peace and blessings, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. This is your brother Yahya with another episode of Buried in the Shallow Grave. Your family, I have so much information that I would like to share with you. I hope that when you tune in, when you first get on the site, you look at my live script title and see what it is that I'm actually talking about. That way, I'm not wasting your time and we can just keep on going. I'm glad you tapped in for those of you who did tap into the last live and to this one because what we're about to talk about might just change the whole way you move, the way you move with ideas, the way you move, just in general. And I want it to be able to affect your business as it has affected mine and your whole way of life. See, too many of us have been taught, family, to just be consumers. A lot of us go out when um, we go out to consume, to buy, to purchase. We see something, we like it. We see something, we need it. We see something, we want it. We buy it, right? That's what has always been done. That's what we know, and it's what we're familiar with. Is that right? So we are just on a larger scale, more of a consumer-based people rather than an owner. We buy, we scroll on Facebook, and we click, and we spend hours on these apps. And family, at the end of the day, the question is, what do I own? Everybody else is doing something. What am I doing? And since I'm on these digital sites, what do I own digitally that can pay us back? And family, that's why I want to share my story, my mistakes, and my blueprint with you. Because if you're serious, you don't have to just waste time like I wasted time. You don't have to keep guessing. You can cut through the noise and get straight to the building process, which is something real. Um, I thank you all for always, tuning into my shorts. I'm trying to build my live up to where, I can have a better, longer watch time. And I don't want to fill that up with foolishness, and I don't want to waste time with the people. You have things to do. But today I'm going to walk you through number one, why digital property matters, the mindset that you got to have to make it. That's number two. We're going to talk about number three, what tools are worth your time? What tools are worth your time? Number four, the traps, because there are traps that we need to avoid when we're creating digital products. And number five is how to start small but build smart. Okay? Number 6 is the most important part, because how to keep going with the excitement starts to fade in general over time. This ain't just theory, it's a lived experience, man. And let's talk about it. So digital property, for those of you who never ever heard of digital property, who have never been introduced to digital property, is anything online that you own and control that can generate you income. Okay? That could be, which I know some of these things I'm naming, some of you don't know about, but I'm going to name them anyway. Number one is, you could have a gumroad store where you're selling digital ebooks, digital modules, digital step-by-steps, how-to guides. A website is one. A website is a digital product, and I'll talk about how that is and why that is. Your YouTube channel is even a digital product. Your email list, if you have built a funnel so that you can catch a good email build up, that is a digital product. I was talking to one of my members in the resurrection class yesterday, or I believe the day before yesterday, and we were discussing how because she is wanting to do food, and she wants to do it her way. So she wants to own it. She has created a strategy, and right now she's working on a system that she's gonna have backing her as she's trying to grow in that part of her business life. But I brought it up because I was talking about digital courses with this person, uh, and how not only can they, sell digital products as they come in, as far as food, that would be delivered to her home, or the customer's home or whatnot, but she also could um, sell courses of how to do it yourself. And all of this is a digital product. Even a strong blog with consistent traffic coming to it, hey man, that's a digital product. The key word is ownership. Ownership. Listen to me, man, for those of you who feel like I'm worth listening to. Most people spend years, man, and I learned this through other brothers who have taught me this as well, posting on social media, and they're growing their followers, but at the end of the day, they don't own that. And you can wake up tomorrow and your account is locked, shadow banned, or deleted, all because of some mishap, or you forgot the password, whatever the case may be. That's not property. That's renting somebody else's space in the digital world. So the very first thing I had to understand was that this, my time is valuable. My ideas are valuable. And my creations need a home, and I own that home. Okay? That's why I went, the digital property route. It's like real estate. You can either pay rent forever, or you can start building a house of your own. And the first thing, well, second thing to keep in mind is before you build anything, well, let me just give you a Jew. You can't play around with digital property like it's just a hobby. Because when you do, you quit the second you don't like what you see. If you don't see the likes or the sales coming through, you quit. This takes the same discipline you bring to building a brick and mortar business. Same discipline. Same discipline. And here's the truth. Your first design might not sell. Your first blog might not get but 5 views. Your first video might only have your cousins watching, or your auntie, or your uncle, or somebody that you know. But guess what? That's not failure. That's planting a seed. And see, once you let ego get out of the way, you can go on to being everything God wants you to be. A lot of the things that's holding us back is we worried about what people gonna think about us. When people gonna think what they want to think about you anyway. Think about it like this. Every digital product you put out is a seed. And this is a mindset that I want you to have and put on. Put this on your head. I'm building something that compounds. Okay? Every piece of content is a seed, a small seed. Most people want a harvest after 1 week of being a farmer. But that's not how it works. You water, you wait, you stay consistent, and then out of nowhere, it will come. Things start popping up out the ground. But first, you got to plant a seed. And planting that seed is hard because it's headache in finding what seed you want to plant. I wasted time signing up for every new platform, chasing, all the new latest apps, thinking, this one's gonna make me rich overnight, or that one's gonna make me rich in a year. I've been there and done that, and that's not the move that I would choose for myself if I knew then what I know now, as they say. But here are the tools worth focusing on if you're just starting. A lot of times when we just starting, we don't have the money. We do have money, but we don't have the money necessary to make all of the moves that we need to make. And so sometimes, we need to find ways that we can get around that. We have to find ways that we can get around that. And one of them is a Gumroad account. It's called gumroad.com. It's simple, it's easy, and easy to start. Free. It's free, so you don't have to worry about paying for nothing. And when you do want to pay, for a membership and upgrade on things, which you can, it's low cost. Thank you for tuning in, family. This is the Resurrection class. I'm your brother Yahya, and I'm just trying to give out some different information on how to get you some digital products made so that you can be making money while you sleep. Okay? All right. And people will buy your products. Okay, in this Gumroad account, family, there's no coding, no confusion. It's real simple. After this, or if you leave me a message in the comment section, I will reach out to you and teach you myself for free, and we will start you from beginning to end on how to get your digital product made. Just let me know by saying I want in the comment section. Okay, family. Now I want to explain something to you about website builders, like B12, B12, Wix, Wix, Squarespace, WordPress, all of these that I'm naming. Don't overlook them. Don't overthink it either. Just choose one and start building. All of them are easy to start with. Very, very, very simple. And I know some of us may not like reading long. Uh, this is a short read. I mean, they get right to the point on what you need to do, and so you won't have time to waste there. It just has to be functional. It does not have to be perfect. It just has to be functional. And I will talk about how to make that a real thing for you sooner. And I always tell my resurrection class, if you do not have an email list tool that is building you a email membership in which you use this funnel, this social media funnel, to grab and reach out to your followers. Your social media followers come and go, but your email list stays with you forever. Okay? I'm going to give you a couple of simple editing apps. Some simple editing apps. One of them is called CapCut. I'm sure you've seen them on my video. I usually try to keep the end of it on so that I can continue to promote them. It just helps with the algorithms, believe it or not. You don't need a high-end tool to make quality content. You just need simple apps like these. Another one is called Canva. Canva. Okay, so you got CapCut and now you got Canva. Go download these free apps in which you can start building your content, your ads, your whatever it is that you do. You're gonna have to get digitally inclined, and that's it. Don't let the internet trick you into thinking you need 27 subscriptions uh, before you can make your first sale. That is not true. Don't let these people trick you into thinking you need 27 subscribers before you can make your first sale. It's not true. Now let me give you some real talk, family. About some things, some of these things I did, and I don't want you to do them because it's going to be a waste of your time. Don't waste months planning without launching. I think I wasted 2 years of just promoting Buried in a Shallow Grave. All I did, the podcast, excuse me. I mean, I was doing visual content, but I wasn't doing anything else outside of that. I wasn't launching my website. I wasn't launching anything. Perfection is the enemy of progress. And that's in whatever it is that you do. Perfection is the enemy of progress, because as long as your mind is fixed on you being perfect at something or getting something perfect or absolute and 100%, then it slows down the progress of your process. Launch messy and fix it later. Like I have one person right now who I don't know if their website is published. I think it's published, um, but it's not complete. But she launched it. And when you go there, you can get information, you can get understanding, you can get a preview, you get all of this. And she's not even finished with the website. So launch messy and you can fix it later. Don't copy everything you see somebody else do on their website. Don't do that. Learn to get inspired by yourself and by the creation of God all around you. But find your unique angle when you go at something. Whether it's your website or your new app or whatever it is, your content, go at it not in a copy paste everything you see type style. Do you understand? These are traps. These are traps. And another thing, don't spend your money you don't have. I promise you, you do not need to drop $100,000 on branding before you sell your first $10 ebook. No way. No way. That's what I'm talking about. That's too much prep. Don't stop after you don't get the response that you're looking for. If your first ebook flop, everybody flops at first. It's a part of the process. But stay in the process because this is where you're going to see your true freedom. This is where most people get disqualified. This is where most people either quit or become unmotivated. And that's why they never see the results that their mind is telling them that they're capable and potential is telling them that they're capable of having. So let me try and attempt to give you a step-by-step starter move. And I took inventory of myself and I'm giving you something that I have done myself and do now myself. But number one, I always write down a problem that I know that I can solve for the people. I always write that down. I always write down one single problem that I know that I can attack and not only reveal the problem, but I have a solution-based tactic to help with the problem or eradicate the problem. Okay? Number two, create now a small digital product around it. What are you talking about, brother Yahya? Okay. A PDF guide is an internal file that you can send to many different people in the form of an ebook, in the form of a module, in the form of a step-by-step guide, a how-to guide. This can be sent through a PDF file, and this PDF file can be turned into a video tutorial, a template, a checklist, a e-calendar. It has the ability to do a lot of different things. You take this PDF file that you've created now, it's got all of these information filled things on it, a how to, a step by step on how to make, your first, cheesecake, and you got all the steps on there and you converted it into a PDF file where it's able to be sent through email, sent through messages, sent through messenger, if you will. And now you're going to take that PDF file and you're going to upload that PDF file into the Gumroad app. And when you get in there, it'll show you exactly where it's at. But if you need help with that, all you got to do is reach me right now in this comment section. And you meet me in the comment section, family, and I will respond. So once you get that thing up there in that Gumroad account, let me do one thing right quick. Okay. Now once you get that thing in there, you want to promote it. Now you have a product that's ready to go. You've put your image up. You want to create uh, some kind of visual image where people know what it is that they're getting. And then you want to start posting about it. You want to post about it on all your social media sites. This is why they're necessary. Now it's a business. Now this is different. Now you're not just on here sucking the information from the computer. You're actually importing either information or a product of some kind into the computer. And now you're ready to post about it. You're ready to promote. You're ready to talk about what it is that you have created and you're putting out there on social media. And you got the direct link to whatever it is that you're posting on, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Now you've got your direct link attached to that post where people can go into your link and they can make purchases, or in this case, build an email list. Because right now, what you're trying to do is you're trying to build a base. Now you've got to build, you've built the product, but it's not business until you have interaction, until people know about you, until people start getting curious and buying and making purchases. Okay, the exchange of goods and services. So, and then you want to keep repeating. After you capture your buyers and future buyers in that email list, you want to keep doing that. And you want to repeat that. And that will be your job in terms, one of them, in terms of you making yourself successful. That's it, really. You don't need to create a 50 video course right away. You don't need a 70 steps on how to, you know, get this done. No. Start with something small. My first book was a lot larger than what I thought it was going to be. But I had a lot of information to give and I just didn't recognize it. But if I would have known that my second book was shorter than the first one and has got more readers on it than my first one, maybe I would have kept it short. But yeah, that's it, man. Start with something small that proves to you that that people will pay for what you know. And that's what it is. I don't care if you're a good babysitter. You can create an ebook on how to be a good babysitter. If you are a good singer, you can create an ebook on how to manage your vocals. If you have testimonials, you've been through a lot of struggle, pain, anguish, you can create ebooks, you can create step-by-step guides. You can create a lot of different digital products just surrounding who you already are, without any GED, without any, diploma, without any high school education, college education, and become very successful. So I'm telling you something because I know something. And I would like for you to grab a hold to what I'm trying to explain to you, cuz I know it's not a lot of people giving a game away like this. But here's the hardest part to everything that I'm telling you. See, motivation, it feels good in the beginning. And this is why I have so much longevity. Because, you know, in the beginning, you're excited. You're telling everybody you're starting something new, but after a month or two or half a year with no big results, you get quiet. And that's when the real work really starts. And let me tell you what kept me moving. I treated my digital product like a job. I treated it like a job, and anybody up here in the Denver area who knows what I do, they would tell you the same. Even when I wasn't getting paid, I did it like a job. I celebrated small wins that I had. My first $5 sale felt like $5,000, you know, because it proved to me in my mathematics that it would work. Okay, I connected, and so many connections were made through these different things that were going on in my beginnings. I connected with other people, communities make uh, a difference in. I knew that I needed to connect. I knew I needed to reach out and find other builders. Even if it's just one person to hold you accountable, man, it's good to have on your side. And I can remember even my why. You know, why am I doing this? And I can tell you right now, it wasn't about the money. It was about freedom, ownership, and leaving something behind even after I'm gone. That's what it's about. And, all praise is due to Allah. And I promise you this, once you start owning some digital products, any kind of digital property, you'll never see the internet the same way again. You'll never get on the internet as a consumer again. I very seldom scroll for pleasure. I don't have time for it. I have brothers that I always go to their pages because what they post is a different type of Facebook. And so I go to all my brothers' pages just about every day. But just to sit there and scroll for pleasure and all of that foolishness, I just don't have any time for it at all. And that's just the truth of the matter. So, don't wait on another year to pass you, roll by you, and you're talking about what you're gonna do. Start today. You don't have to look like the person to make that kind of money. Start small, but start building your digital empire because you are living in an age of digital property. I have much peace and respect for you, family, and I hope that I'll see you on the next